On land, we are connected everywhere. We have smartphones, smart TVs, smart clocks, smart refrigerators. It's called the Internet of Things. However, we don't have the underwater yet. And that's what this podcast here is going to be about. This little article was about the ocean of things. So enjoy.
Welcome to Colonize the Ocean podcast, where we discuss oceanic colonization, exploration, and education with your hosts Adam Jewell and Brendan Traxler.
Okay, so picture this. A future where our oceans are practically buzzing. Not with, ships or marine life, but with these tiny little sensors.
Like a giant underwater network.
Exactly. Feeding us all this data about what's happening down below.
Real-time insights.
It's like the Internet of Things, but underwater.
It really is, and it's closer than you might think.
And that's what we're diving into today.
A deep dive into the ocean of things.
Which, by the way, that's an actual program.
DARP is behind it. Ambitious doesn't even begin to cover it.
Right. They want to map and understand the oceans like never before.
Everything. Temperature, currents, you name it.
And get this. One team, they're based out of Binghamton University. They're developing these microscopic robots to do the job.
Microscopic and self-powered.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
How can something that small power itself...
Bacteria.
Bacteria. You're kidding.
No, seriously. These tiny organisms are the key to making these robots work.
Okay, so let's break this down. What exactly are these ocean bugs, and how do they use bacteria for power?
Think of them like tiny little submarines, but instead of a diesel engine, they've got these biobatteries.
Biobatteries, is that what you call it?
That's the term. Cutting-edge stuff.
Okay, so how do they work?
They use bacteria. And get this, these biobatteries, they could last for decades.
Decades? Come on, that's got to be exaggerated.
No exaggeration. They could even last a century.
A century? Okay, now I'm really interested. How can a battery last that long?
It's all in the bacteria. These aren't your average microbes.
So what's so special about them?
They generate energy as part of their normal life cycle.
So these bacteria, they just eat and produce energy as a byproduct.
Exactly. And that energy, we can harness it.
I have to admit, the idea of a battery lasting 100 years is mind-blowing.
That's just the start.
But how does it even work? How do you get the energy from the bacteria?
That's where it gets really interesting. They use this thing called a Janus interface.
Janus interface. Sounds complicated.
It's clever, actually. Picture a two-sided coin, right?
Okay, I'm picturing it.
On one side, perfect conditions for the bacteria to thrive, produce energy.
Right.
Things get rough, temperature changes, whatever the coin flips.
Flips. Literally flips.
Not literally, no. It's more of a shift in the battery state.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was picturing the bacteria doing flips in the water.
Right. Well, not quite, but the effect is similar.
So when it flips, what happens?
The bacteria go dormant, like a safeguard.
So they're not producing energy anymore.
Nope, they're in energy-saving mode. Until the conditions are right again.
And then they just wake up and start powering the robot again.
Exactly. That's why these biobatteries can last so long. They're incredibly resilient.
That's amazing. Talk about cutting-edge technology. This Janus interface is wild, like something straight out of science fiction. But it's real. And these little bugs are actually doing it out in the ocean. This isn't just about a long-lasting battery, though, is it? There's got to be more to it.
Oh, absolutely. The real game changer is the data these things can collect. We're talking about information we've never had access to before, at this scale.
It's like dropping thousands of tiny little scientists into the ocean, all of them reporting back on what they see.
A perfect way to put it. They can monitor the water temperature, salinity, pH levels. They can even track the movement of currents and marine life.
All in real time.
All in real time. It's revolutionary.
I mean, this is incredible. It's like having a window into a world we've barely even scratched the surface of.
Exactly. And not just a window. Think of it more like thousands of eyes constantly observing, recording.
Okay, yeah, that's a much better analogy. But seriously, what kind of impact could this data have? We're talking about a massive amount of information here.
Oh, the possibilities are endless. For marine biologists, this is a game changer.
In what way? Give me some specifics.
Well, imagine being able to track a whale migration as it's happening.
Wow, yeah.
Or monitor the health of a coral reef in real time. We could see the effects of pollution, of climate change as they're occurring.
That's amazing.
They could even discover new species.
New species. You really think so?
Absolutely. There are still so many unexplored parts of the ocean.
That's true. We know more about outer space than we do our own oceans.
It's crazy when you think about it, but with these little robots, we can finally start to unlock those secrets.
Okay, so we've covered the research aspect, but this data, it has implications beyond just science, right?
Oh, without a doubt. Think about industries like fishing, shipping.
Even tourism.
Exactly. This information could help create more sustainable practices.
Protect marine life.
Precisely. It could even help us predict and prepare for natural disasters.
So it's not just about understanding the ocean. It's about using that understanding to make better decisions.
For everyone, for the planet, it's about creating a better future.
I like the sound of that. But this is all still very much in the development phase, right?
It is, but it's moving quickly. And it gets even more interesting.
Oh, how so?
Researchers are starting to use machine learning to optimize these robots.
Machine learning. You're kidding, right?
I'm serious. They're developing algorithms that can analyze ocean data.
And what does that do?
It helps identify the best type of bacteria for each environment.
So you're saying these robots, they could be tailor-made for specific parts of the ocean.
Exactly.
Oh.
The tropics, the Arctic, you name it. Each robot would have the perfect bacteria for maximum efficiency.
That's incredible. So we're talking about personalized bacteria for robots.
In a way, yes. And that's just one application of machine learning. Imagine the possibilities.
I don't even know if I can at this point. This is all just mind-blowing. But it does make you wonder, if we can do all this with tiny robots and bacteria, what else are we capable of?
That's the beauty of science. There's always something new to discover.
And it sounds like we're just at the tip of the iceberg.
Exactly. And with the help of these incredible robots and their bacteria-powered batteries, we're about to enter a whole new era of ocean exploration.
And understanding.
And hopefully a better future for our planet.
I mean, this is all incredible stuff, really. But let's, bring it back to the surface for a second. For our listener out there who might be thinking, okay, cool, but what does this have to do with me?
Right. The big question. It's not just about the technology itself, is it? It's about what we can actually do with it.
Exactly. So paint me a picture. How could this technology directly impact, say, someone's life?
Well, imagine for a second a world where we can track illegal fishing as it happens.
Wow, in real time.
Exactly. We could protect marine life, make sure fishing stays sustainable, or think about coastlines. We could have early warning systems for tsunamis, even things like harmful algal blooms.
All thanks to these little underwater robots.
Precisely. It's about using this data to protect people, to make better decisions.
So it's not just about scientific discovery, it's about safety, sustainability.
Exactly. And those things touch everyone's lives, even in ways you might not realize.
Give me an example.
Okay, let's say you live in a coastal city, right?
Okay, I'm picturing it.
This technology, it could help that city manage its wastewater treatment way better.
So less pollution.
Exactly. Healthier coastlines, healthier people, it's all connected.
Wow, I never thought about it that way. It's amazing how something so small, these tiny robots and their bacteria, they could have such a huge impact.
It's true. And we're only just scratching the surface here. Imagine what else we might discover.
It's almost like it makes you realize how much we still don't know about the ocean.
Exactly. And that's what makes it so exciting. We're entering a new era of ocean understanding.
It really does feel like it, doesn't it? Like we're on the verge of something big.
We are. We really are. And with the help of these amazing robots and their little bacterial engines, who knows what we'll find?
Well, on that note, we'll have to leave it there for today. But if you're as fascinated by these tiny ocean explorers as we are, be sure to check out the full article in Advanced Materials Technologies. It goes even deeper into the science behind these biobatteries.
Really fascinating stuff.
It really is. Well, until next time, keep exploring and never underestimate the power of a good bacteria.